The African continent remains dependent on food imports, a situation that undermines its food security. Faced with this paradox, food sovereignty is emerging as a strategic response, placing family farming and national policies at the center of priorities. Christian Belobo.
Despite its immense potential with more than 60% of its arable land unexploited, Africa remains heavily dependent on food imports. Between 2021 and 2023, the continent imported $97 billion worth of food products, according to UNCTAD. To counter this situation, the African Union is urging its member states to allocate at least 10% of their annual budget to agriculture, with food sufficiency being a major goal for the continent's leaders. In addition to poor yields and post-harvest losses, which can reach up to 30% of harvested produce, all of these factors contribute to the persistence of hunger and malnutrition on our continent. Addressing the food system has therefore become a matter of urgent necessity. Food sovereignty and security are intrinsically linked and require strong political will, the mobilization of local actors, and the commitment of international partners, especially given Africa's immense agricultural production potential.
We have to start from somewhere, meaning across the continent we find there is largely subsistence agriculture, which we have to modernize and make it sustainable.
To break this dependence on food imports, the concept of food sovereignty is gaining ground. It guarantees African nations the right to define their own agricultural policies based on their resources, local expertise, and the needs of their populations. This involves supporting family farming, which accounts for around 70% of food production.
In agriculture familiale,
family farming feeds a large part of the continent. Unfortunately, the message we hear most often is about the quantities of food imported, but there's no mention of the quantities of food produced in Africa by local farmers.
On ne parle pas des quantités d'aliments produits en Afrique par les producteurs.
Food sovereignty is a multifaceted problem driven by factors such as extreme weather, conflicts, and inadequate agricultural infrastructures. Many nations are vulnerable to global economic disruptions due to their reliance on imported staple foods. The World Bank advises several strategies: investing in modern agricultural infrastructures, removing trade barriers, building resilience, expanding storage and distribution networks, and improving market access.